Virgo's groove made me want to be intimate with somebody's crusty son. Um,
Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to give yourselves permission to go crazy.
Give me the honey, yeah. Give me the honey, and let me love it, yeah.
What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon. Yes, I am your host, Marlin, back with another episode. And as you can see, Chase is not here today because what? My bitch, my partner in crime is here today. The host of Who Raised You Hoes podcast. It is Lene, bitches. What's going on, friend? How are you? Welcome to Dragon.
Hi, Dragon. Hi. I'm feeling very unique tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, feeling very unique.
Very unique. Mm-hmm.
It's what you are, absolutely. Yes. And if you all didn't know what was going on today, clearly you did because you read the title. Yes, today we are going over the queer excellence that is Renaissance.
I'm one of one. I'm number one. Say it.
God damn it, yes. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to get into the veins and start talking about Renaissance. So I want to start off by getting into where we were when Renaissance dropped. Tell me, friend, talk about it. Tell me about what happened when Renaissance dropped in your home.
See, I remember when the girls were speculating that Mother was going to do something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were speculating that something magnificent was coming.
Yeah.
And I remember around the time Mother had sweeped her Instagram queen, and the girls were making assumptions that an album was coming.
Uh-huh.
Then it was announced.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I needed a minute, y'all. It was announced that the first single would be dropping the day after my birthday.
Well, look at you. Special.
That's what I am. So we got Break My Soul, and then we got a track list. Now, if you know, Mother never gives us a track list. Why did we have a track list? What is going on? And I remember, I'm sorry, I get choked up. Talking about Mother. And I remember walking down, and I was pumped. The beats were beating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The thighs were jiggling, and I couldn't be upset about it. And I remember when I first got to Summer Renaissance.
I'm gonna take you all the way. Baby, can I take you all the way? Sexy mother.
Mm-hmm.
The way it ends is so magnificent, and then you don't even realize that you swept into starting to listen to the album again. It was some lace type of crack that was in that album. You know, it was the finest of the powdered sugar, honey. The finest of the booger sugar. And I was gagged. I'm like, what is going on here? This is a lot. Like, we have been wanting Mother to do house music forever.
Yeah.
Then she gave us our life.
Yeah. Yes. I feel you. I think the day that it dropped, Babe and I were either getting ready to go somewhere. I think we were packing to go somewhere. I cannot remember where we were going. Mm-hmm. But it dropped, and I was like, okay, I got to put this album on, see what it's giving, feel it out. And it was so different from anything she's ever done before. So I'm just listening to each track and just getting into it and just kind of like feeling my way through it. And I found myself like shocked at like some of the songs because again, she had never done anything like this before, never really gotten into like house and dance or anything like that. Some of the
Right.
things that I noticed right away, the transitions on this album are immaculate. Like it makes no fucking sense how good this album just flows from beginning to end. But I think that after I listened to it for that first time, everything kind of came together and I didn't listen to anything else for until at least November, I'm certain. So tell me how you felt about Break My Soul being a single. How did you feel about the single when it dropped? What were your thoughts? What was you thinking? Like, what was it giving to you?
It came out at the right time for me. It was like Mother had read my personal diary or journal and says, you know what? Fire. Fire flames. Hot, scorching flames. It's
Pen
what
to
it's
paper.
giving.
We're killing it.
It's something, but of course, like everyone that heard the song, you immediately hear the "Show Me Love" sample, and the chef's kiss. Of course, after hearing Big Frida giving you what you needed to get you in the mood.
Yes.
And then when Mother said, "I'ma lay down my hair," I done lost my mind. Beat is back and I'm sleeping real good at night. Effortless bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
I feel you. Now, don't nobody kill me, okay? And don't be trying to take away my high card for this. But I'm just going to put it out there. I did not like Break My Soul as a single when I first heard it. It wasn't that I didn't like the song. I thought the song was great. It was dope. It gave me that 90s house feel. I was loving it. But for me, it didn't, when I first heard it, it didn't hit me as like single material. It felt really safe to me. Very safe to me. And my thought process was, it was like, okay, if you're going to do house music, like, I was expecting her to jump in. I was expecting her to give me like K-Tronada, pow, when she first came in. Like when I heard that she was going house, it was like I was expecting that level. Like I wasn't thinking that she was gonna like dig into the archives and give us the old Robin S. CeCe Tennyson type feel of house music. So when I heard it, it didn't hit me as a great single at first. I liked it, but I was like, I just wanted her to come out with something different. And again, this is before I heard the album. So as a first single for me, originally, I was like, it's cute, but I wanted something different.
Okay. So, let's fast forward just a tad then. If not Break My Soul, then what should have been the first single in your opinion?
Now, here's the thing with that. So, when I heard the album, I got it. And it was perfect. And then I understood that it was like, you can't really listen to Renaissance in pockets. Like, it's a full story. And when I heard the transition from Energy into Break My Soul, it was like, I got it. Like, I got it in that moment. So it was perfect. And then having heard the song for so long before the album came out, really getting into it because it was really an anthem for all of us. Like, she knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She knew we were going through a lot. She knew we was dealing with all types of bullshit. We just came off of Rona. She had already rolled everybody thin. Like, we was all going through all the bullshit. And she really spoke to what we were going through at that moment. And it just made sense. because it went straight into it. I was like, I get it. It makes sense now. Knowing the album, if I had to choose a first single,
Come on now.
you know what?
What?
I might have put Church Girl out there first.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to give yourselves permission to go crazy. 1, 2, 3, come on!
No.
I would have, and I'm gonna tell you why.
No.
Because the vibe of Church Girl is very dance, very bounce. I feel like it would have chewed it in the club. Really, really would have. I think that it would have. If I had to choose, I probably would have put Church Girl out there first. What would you choose if you had to choose the first single? If it wasn't Break My Soul, what would it be for you?
The Hive is going to probably scream and agree. But I felt like I love Break My Soul. It's one of my favorites off the project. But if I had to swap it for another song, Heated.
It's been a lot of years, but if you get one past me, I gotta fend myself out. I gotta fend myself out. I gotta cool it down.
You know what? And I don't know why I didn't think of that because that's one of my favorite songs in that whole album. But yes.
We're going to get back to Heated in a minute.
We are. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into all of it. So now that we're on this, let's talk about the rollout of Renaissance, because we know Queen B is the queen of the rollout. Like she do things. Ever since she dropped her shit, self-titled, changed everything. Right? She changed everything. But I don't think that we have quite seen.
My edges are still growing back from that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think I have any anymore. Y'all see I'm bald.
Y'all see the do-rag. Stop playing with me.
I don't think that we've quite seen a rollout like the Renaissance rollout.
We haven't, because one, there's no visuals for the project. Now, that's a whole
visual, baby.
You know, when she said that, we're going to get into that, because I was heated, okay? I was heated. I'm not going to lie.
I love the callbacks.
But
yeah.
For the rollout, the way that it was, first of all, the rollout was Instagram. Can we start with that? Her rollout was not, she took out a full page, like a full website, like had a whole promo, billboard. It was none of those things. It was straight Instagram. The album and the tour, Instagram. It's not, she didn't post it anywhere else. She just said, hey girl, this is what's happening right now.
Which shows her genius, because it shows she's right along with the times, because everybody's on social media.
At this point, I think I'm okay without the visuals. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
One, when she said you are the visual, everything made sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Yeah. One, y'all going to Rennie dressed like it's Easter Sunday. All you see is sparkly shirts, some metallic pant. You might see a little pasty, little patch metallic thing. You see cowboy hats. You see the little disco cowboy hats. The girls are dressed, okay?
Yes.
Dressed.
Sunday's best. Yes.
Sunday's best dress, okay?
Yes.
Easter Sunday could never. And I say that respectfully, okay?
Yes.
It is like another Easter Sunday because the church mothers is out, okay?
Yes, indeed. Beyoncé has clearly done her homework throughout this whole project.
The mama has been delivering. She said, y'all bitches is looking for me. Well, bitch, here I go.
Here I go. Okay, before we get into the concert itself, because if y'all have not noticed, Lene has been, and we're going to get all the tea about the concert in just one moment. But we're going to do a quick rundown on the album, get some thoughts and processes on the album real quick before we get into all that. So, Fran, I'm going to ask a very impossible question.
You want to ask me to pick?
I'm going to ask you a very impossible question. And I want you to know that I'm trolling both you and myself because we both have to answer this question. Okay. Give me your top 3 Renaissance tracks.
Summer Renaissance, Cozy.
Of course. Uh-huh.
And
choose wisely.
All Up in Your Mind.
People do not appreciate All Up in Your Mind enough for me.
It's alarming at this point.
It's really like, I want y'all to stop treating her like she's a throwaway track. This is really tough because, again, as I've said, I have to listen to the album from top to bottom every time I listen to it. I can't,
But today, you will. If I can do it off top, so can you.
Okay. So, Church Girl.
Okay.
Pure Honey.
Okay.
Oh
One more.
Oh my God.
Come on.
God. I'm about to cry because I'm very
Do not
ask this question.
Okay.
And heated.
Okay.
And heated.
Okay. You said that like you were kind of contemplating Heated being there.
Because I had to justify why I chose those 3 songs. Because those 3 songs were the 3 songs that stood out to me the most when I first listened to it, and they have been continued fades throughout the duration of Renaissance being on this earth. Starting off the album with I'm That Girl is such a bitch, y'all not ready. It's such a y'all been waiting on me, and here I am, and let me tell you why you will always wait for me, because I am that girl. And then that song is, how that girl does something to me. But when we get to the end of I'm That Girl, and then I hear this a reminder. The first time I heard that transition, I screamed in my house. Because
I know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I don't know about y'all, but like when I listen to music, I can see, like, I create visuals in my head. And I had a whole layout for all the visuals before she put anything out and before she actually puts them out, because we gonna get them, y'all. We're going to get into the clues and how Beyoncé been telling us what's going on, but we don't know what's been going on. Because she likes to do that thing where she put out puzzle pieces and make us put it together.
Beyonce's Easter eggs are iconic.
Have always been. And I feel like this is the best Easter egg hunt we've been on with her ever. Just ever. Because she's just been dropping shit like the fact that in Cozy, which, first of all, biggest Easter egg and biggest prop. If y'all didn't know how gay this album was, when Beyonce put in her lyrics the colors to the pride flag.
Black like love to me. Dance to the soles of my feet. Green eyes envy me. Paint the world to see me.
You bitches should have known then.
And
you should have got it then.
Then, also, in Cozy, you're hearing this voice of this strong black trans woman. And she's saying I'm dark brown, light brown, light skin, fluorescent beige, bitch. I'm black.
I'm black. That's right. Shout out to Maddie.
Shout out to Maddie.
Mob all day long. All
Period.
day long. Renaissance is a runaway freight train. Like, I think about the first time I listened to it, you can't breathe until 5 tracks in. Because she just, the transitions are just going. She just hitting you back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back. But then we get into the middle where she lets you take a break, but not a real break.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to Plastic Off the Sofa and Virgo's Groove, can we just take a minute to talk about how we feel about the musical brilliance of both of these songs? What did you think when you first heard them?
Virgo's Groove made me want to be intimate with somebody's crusty son. But then we got into Gemini's Groove, honey.
I fucking can't.
Then we get to Virgo's Groove, and Beyonce, toward the end of Virgo's Groove, is having her inner Michael moment with those ad-libs.
Like, the influences on both of these songs is just ridiculous because Virgo's Groove gave me so much
Diana, in my opinion.
Really?
Vocally, I hear a bit of Diana, but I also hear influences of Mariah.
Okay.
I hear, especially when she's riffing toward the end of the song, because everybody knows what I'm talking about. She sounds like she's giving you soft Mariah falsettos.
You know what? I hadn't looked at it that way. You're absolutely right. I can see
that.
That.
Mariah influence down pat.
I can see that. Virgo's Groove gave me. I love the musicality of both of these songs because I don't know if y'all noticed, but the band on both of these songs is top fucking tier. Like it's really ridiculous.
I think because we spoke about the album, so it's time for us to talk about the experience. Hey.
Everybody say hey, Miss Carter. Say hey, Miss Carter.
Yes, so let's get into the experience, bitch. Tell us all about it. Like, after not having anything visually at all, we get this world tour that we knew was coming because she said it was a summer renaissance, bitch. So you already knew what was going on. So tell us about the experience of the Renaissance World Tour.
Honey, hold on a second.
Get your sip.
The concert doors starts technically at 8:00.
Mm-hmm.
Mama does not come onto that stage until between 9 and 9:30.
Okay.
So I always tell the girls, I'm like, she ain't going on stage like after 9, take your time. But the minute that the flag display screen changes into those clouds.
Okay.
Oh, I never screamed so loud in my life. And then you hear, ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce. And the band starts to play Dangerously in Love. And then every night of Rennie thus far, Mama has given you a new outfit for the opening set every night. Every single night. She looked gorgeous. It's different looking at her in real life versus the screen, even though technically you're still looking at her on screen. But it's different because the vocals hits. Thing is, the transitions kind of start around Flaws and All. Because in that set, because she transitions two of the songs, one into I'm Going Down, and Flaws and All, she interpolates, I hope I said it properly, she interpolates Camp Lowe's This Is It.
Yes!
Okay? Then,
oh my God.
the thing is, even the interludes on the tour hit. So if you are a house music fan, the house music is just present throughout this whole experience.
So I've heard.
So, baby, you would have been dancing your ass off.
Oh.
Both of you would have been in there losing it at the music that was playing as we waited, especially. And all you hear is these motherfuckers ain't stopping me.
Oh my God.
It is
That's
just...
why I lost it again. Again.
You know I screamed. I screamed. I let out a squeal. I couldn't help it. Then of course, after I'm That Girl, she goes right into Cozy. But then, of course, as she does the motions, all of a sudden, you're starting to hear the bass coming from Alien Superstar.
Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else in this world can think like me. I'm twisted, how contradicted. Keep him addicted, live on his lips, I lick it.
So we get to Alien Superstar, and she ends up circulating herself for Sweet Dreams. Now, this is where the girls get tripped up, because you would think she's about to start singing Sweet Dreams. Instead of saying Every Night I Rush to My Bed, all you hear is like, wait, what? That's not the song? That's not it?
How you do it. That's how you do it.
After that, she transitions, she goes as an interlude, then she goes into Cuff It. Now, if you have not noticed, every single time, like most of the nights that we go into Cuff It, there is a new outfit for Cuff It. If you have not noticed. So, it just ate. If for some odd reason, Cuff It slaps better live, don't know why.
Well, you got to think about it. Like, Cuff It is another one of those songs on the album that is, the band kills it on the album. And Cuff It is one of those songs, when I hear Cuff It, the Prince influence is super heavy on Cuff It. Because the music, the band is so fucking tight. It's so fucking funky. So I can only imagine hearing it live is even crazier, especially because that was wasn't Cuff It like the second single?
It was the second single.
And it went, everybody loves that song. You know what I mean? So, and Cuff It has an energy in it that is just like, it's so new age cookout. It's so everybody come together, get on the dance floor. It is literally, honestly, it is our newest Electric Slide. If I had to call it something for reference points.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
We get to, of course, you go right into energy. When Mama says on mute, that doesn't mean to scream Beyonce. That does not mean to scream. That does not mean you need to start the fanfare up. That means to shut the hell up.
You wave in the room, the crowd gon' move. Look around, everybody gon' move. Look around, it's me and my crew.
Mute is what it will be until she says, look around, it's me and my crew. That's when we could talk again. When we say mute, I don't want anyone to go to Rennie and to get bodily harmed for talking when she says on mute.
Baby, because at this point, the next stop is Atlanta, and the Atlanta girls have spoken. They said, you better not say a motherfucking word until she opens her mouth again.
Everybody that I know that is in Atlanta has already posted, if they're going to Rennie, y'all better shut up when she says on mute. Atlanta is not playing.
What would you say are your favorite 3 segments of the tour?
Break My Soul.
Because I know the show is...
Break My Soul. because I like how "Break My Soul" is chopped up. Like she gives you the original song, but before you get into the original song, you get a jazzed up little transition where it starts off where you get the beginning of "Break My Soul," but in the middle of "Break My Soul," you start to hear the actual violins from the beginning of the Queen's remix. That's where you hear. That's if you see in the clips, but that's where you hear Kevin going on. Yeah. And then they do the strut walking down the runway. That's because they're in the middle of "Break My Soul." After "Break My Soul," she goes into "Church Girl." Now, "Church" is a transition, and then she comes out again for "Church Girl." Again, another outfit, and it's more than likely new. Okay. But after "Church Girl," she does songs from 4. That's where she lets the crowd sing "Love" on like the actual key change. Because we all do it. Every one of us did it with the song. There's another transition, and then she comes out of the clamshell.
So now we're at Plastic Off the Sofa and Virgo's group.
Now, I'm going to spoil it for the girls that's going to see the tour. She only does the latter half of Plastic Off the Sofa. Literally where she goes into "Say You Won't Change." That's all you're getting for Plastic Off the Sofa. Now, if you do not know the chant for Heated, especially for the Atlanta girls, get it right, okay? When she comes down down towards the center, that's when y'all go off because y'all know the chant. If you don't know the chant, why are you going to the show? Get the tickets to some girl that really want to go. Why are you going to the show? You should not be there if you know the chance to Heat It.
Listen, know your lyrics. Know your lyrics.
She goes into "America Has a Problem."
Oh my God.
There's a transition, and then "America Has a Problem." Y'all know "America Has a Problem" would have made my list. Because if you know me, you know I stand "America Has a Problem" since the album came out. From "America Has a Problem," everything goes it seems like it moves faster because it's the last 3 songs. After "America Has a Problem," you go right into "Pure Honey." And then you have the Vogue mix at the very end of "Pure Honey," where all the dolls go off. And from there, you see Beyonce's eyes on the screen. And she's having and then it turns into like stars a little bit. Then she's having her speech as she's getting on the horse.
Okay.
So she's on the horse and she floats around, I want to say, for the first half of Summer Renaissance. And if I'm not mistaken, she doesn't perform all of Summer Renaissance either. For obvious reasons, it's the end of the concert. Now, I will admit, I'm one of those people that is plotting on seeing this show one more time.
Okay.
I'm plotting. It will happen.
Yeah.
And I was debating if I wanted to go to Houston because I know she's going to cut up in Houston. I know the wig is going to be flawless for Houston.
Absolutely.
The outfits are going to be on for Houston. In Houston, you will see the cow. I'm telling you, she might pull out the disco cowboy hat. I want to take a bet that the cowboy hat is going to come out in Houston. And I'm not talking a regular cowboy hat. I'm talking the disco one that she had on in the cover. I feel like that's going to come out before the end of the tour. Like she's going to pull out one time. It's an experience. If you are watching from like YouTube or people's Instagrams, it does not compare to the experience of actually going at
No,
all.
I ain't even been, and I know that.
At all. Like, you have a lot of people, I was just watching on YouTube and like, you're missing the experience. I'm not gonna hold you. My focus was, I'm like, I have parts of the show recorded. I'm not gonna lie about it. But my thing was, I wanted to be present in the moment. I was witnessing one of my bucket list performers live. I didn't care about recording. I did snippets. Of course, I lost it when Blue came out. Oh, I forgot about that cycle. So when Blue comes out, Beyonce goes into My Power.
Yeah.
Of course, in the middle of My Power, Blue comes up from the floor of the stage. And of course, everyone's losing it because we realize we're seeing Blue. They do their dance, and then Blue has her segment where she goes down toward the center. And here comes Mama on the tank, okay? And then they go in the Black Parade. Blue comes off stage, and then they get into Savage and Partition.
Okay.
So I purposely left a lot of out on the show on purpose because, again, it's an experience. Y'all need to experience Be Live like I did. It was my first show and I lived. My wig is still, as y'all can see, she's still growing back in. My edges are just starting to come back in. And I've seen her almost 2 weeks ago, and still, I'm like, I was so mad when my friend went to the Boston show. I cursed him out.
So before we close out the show, let's talk about our predictions for the visuals. So here's my take. Beyonce has been ridiculously strategic throughout this whole rollout, throughout all of the music, everything. She's left Easter eggs everywhere. If you're following any of the Beyonce fan pages on Twitter, there are whole map outs of what the visuals and things are about. All this other stuff is really interesting, really intricate stuff. Now, I think that the visuals are going to be released after the tour is done. Because if you don't know, Beyonce has 2 more projects with Netflix that she has to fulfill. I'm almost certain that Renaissance is one of them. When she told her baby that you are the visuals, I am almost certain that this is going to be one of those concert films yet again. And she is recording all of the tour and compiling it into one visual experience. I believe that all the little clips and stuff, the pictures and stills that we have seen, as Lonnie has confirmed that some of them are in the transitions in the tour, I'm certain that those are going to be a part of it too. But my question to you, friend, is, number one, when do you think the visuals are going to drop? What do you think they're going to be about? How do you think how you feel like they're going to map out? And 2, because we know that Renaissance is 3 acts, what are your predictions for Act 2 and Act 3?
Okay, so 1, well, it's been made knowledge kind of through the fan pages. Beyonce had a camera crew go to a spot here in the city and film some of the ballroom children while the show was here in the tri-state area.
Okay, B.
So, yes, there's more coming. I also definitely, first of all, we're not getting high quality pictures, and you're seeing nothing but cameras all around Mama for nothing. You're not. If I'm gonna say it like this, if we're not gonna get a visual, mark my words with what I'm about to tell you, girls. You'll be able to see the Renaissance World Tour probably on Netflix. I heard a lot of the myths about Act 2 and 3. I can't really call it personally. I'm hearing that Act 2 they're rumoring Act 2 might be a Destiny Child reunion album. Don't know if that's true. And they're saying that it's a possibility that Act 3 might be another Carter's project.
Interesting.
Now, again, all of these could be wrong.
Yeah, because at first the rumor was that one was going to be a country album and one was going to be a rock album. So it's very interesting to hear it go from those rumors when we first got Renaissance to now we're at another Carter project, and a Destiny's Child reunion project.
Again, these are rumored, alleged. I don't have confirmation. This is what the Hive is saying. This is what they're
Mm-hmm.
buzzing around the hive, around the beehive. So I don't know if the honey is pure or not. So
What do you feel about people saying that they feel like this is the last hoorah for Beyonce?
no,
I don't
no,
think so either, Frank.
no. The only time I see B starting to say, "Okay, it's time for me to set my ass down," is if Mama's pushing like 60. I see that. Do I possibly see small scale tours like in the like around like 50-ish? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I want the girls to know that the Beyonce residency, when we get to that point in life, is
Baby,
going to be ridiculous.
I can't wait to go to Vegas. I'll be like, yes,
That
yes,
that's gonna be ridiculous. Like,
and I'm
it's
gonna
gonna be
go, and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
That one's
go.
gonna be nuts.
I'm gonna go. The doll is gonna book her ticket, first class.
That's it.
And sitting in first class singing, I'm going to see my girl.
I can't. Oh my God. So, yo, thank you so much, Lottie, for coming on Drag It with me and talking about all things Renaissance with Beyonce. We love her so much.
If you guys do not know, Marlin and myself have a podcast called WRYH Hoes, and the socials across all platforms is WRYH Podcast. And be sure to check us out. We push episodes out at best capacity every Friday.
Yes.
So,
life be life at some time. Yeah.
Okay, but definitely check us out. And thank you for having me on Drag It.
Of course, friend. And until next time, y'all, we will see you later. Peace out. Love y'all. Bye.
Give me the honey, give me the honey, yeah. Give me the honey, and let me